morning. Welcome back out to the shop. What is it today? Today's the 5th of May, so happy Cinco de Mayo. Hopefully you can get out, and if you're in an area that allowing you to go to eat somewhere, get you some good old Mexican food. We're going to order ours from a restaurant that we normally go to, but they're having takeout only, so we're going to take some out today and we're going to enjoy it this evening. We got a couple things we're going to put it together. The first thing is this weld table. Like a couple videos ago, or last 3 videos, I've mentioned I bought a 2 foot by 4 foot Certiflat Pro table. So it's the thinner model. It's a couple inches taller, looking like on the picture. 2 foot by 4 foot tab and slot. It's got the 5/8 holes for all your clamps and stuff in it. But I thought I'd get it on the table. My brother's going to come over too. He's still getting over his. He had a hernia surgery, so I need a lesson in TIG welding, and I think I've got all the basics down pat, and I can make some pretty decent looking welds now. But I still don't know if I'm doing it exactly right. So I busted a couple apart, and they're fine. But he's going to come over, and I might even let him do it. So it depends on how froggy he feels, if he feels up to it, or if he really wants to, or he's making a trip over here to get out of the house. Who knows? So anyway, like I said, he's a teacher at the community college, a welding instructor. So as far as I know, they've been out too. So I think he's doing some online stuff, but welding classes, you can get through I reckon the basics and the theory behind it, all that, but a lot of it is just doing it. So all those kids that were doing that are not getting that practice done. But anyway, he's going to come over here too, and then we'll get this put together. But I thought I'd start with an unboxing. I usually don't do unboxing videos, but this thing put together pretty good. And I just cut the top of it open just to see. I figured it'd come in a couple boxes. The main plate in one, and then all the little tabs in the separate box. But it all comes together in one box, and I'm gonna have to cut the whole thing open. And I'll bring you back to let you see how that looks. But it's just a sheet of paper on the top. A parts pick list, very simple. And I'm a KISS guy myself, so you keep it simple, and it has all the parts on here. A guy signed it, and it's in the box. So that's how it goes. But besides this, I also ordered a couple other things. I seen taking off mill scale, it's to me a pain in the butt, and I've been using flat discs most of the time for it. But I seen Roy Crumrine, if you listen to Welding Tips and Tricks podcast, he and some rebuild kits. I didn't even know they were in this bag. They said they wouldn't be here till the end of the month. So if you own any of these type sprayers, every once in a while you have to rebuild them. So one of them's fell, and it bent the stem up here. So I just ordered 2 rebuild kits to rebuild that one, and I'll have one for a spare. But these things are awesome. Highly recommend them. So I got 1, 2, 3 or 4 of them around here. So now I got a couple rebuild kits for that. So I got that. But back to what I really ordered was this bristle disc. It goes on a 4.5 inch grinder. And I seen him, and it just ate the mill scale off of that video. And I said, well, I'm going to try that. So I've never tried one. So I bought one of those. So I'm going to try that. It's just a bunch of little bristles, and they're flexible as heck. I mean, you wouldn't think it'd stand up, but according to the video and a lot of online stuff, they last a good while. So we're going to give it a shot. I also got, the roll lock system too. And if it works good for that, I'll probably get some roll locks that do the same thing. So I got that. And then my son owns a lawn care company. I should say grass cutting company. That's more what he does. So he's got a big Toro mower that he bought, and he's had it a couple years. And man, I don't know about you, but sharpening blades is not a fun activity. So I built a jig out of wood, and it does fairly well. You just clamp it to your table, and all it does is help you hold the grinder flat. So you lay the blade in here, and it keeps that angle, at the right 30 degree. If you hold the grinder flat, that right 30 degree to cut it. And I've used this for a long time. And it's just made out of wood. Slide the blade in there, clamp it, use the angle grinder. but I broke down and bought an All-American grinder or All-American sharpener system from allamericans.com. And I may do a separate video on this because everything that I've seen is very good. Man, they packaged the fire out of this thing. That's the way you package something. It's all foam, but it's super simple. There's no assembly to it. It's all together. We'll do another video on that one though. It's pretty neat. It's very well made. I can't wait to use this thing. I like it. Anyway, that's another video. Let's get back to the Certiflat. All right, so we got the top cut. Let's open it up and we'll take a look. It's all put together and screwed together. Screwed together very well. Let me cut these corners right quick. And a little shout out over to Brad at Tactical Keychains. I love this little knife. I carry this thing wherever I go. It just takes a standard razor blade, and it's all magnet. It's tool free. It works great. Love this thing. You can find him at on Instagram at Tactical Keychain. Good guy. Let's cut these corners. I can't believe how well this is packaged. So it looks like it's all the tab and slots is in it. That's pretty daggone awesome right there. So it's still heavy as all get out. All right, let me get rid of this cardboard and then we'll just stick this on the table. So we'll be right back. All right, well, you can tell they packaged it for a UPS, that's for sure. A couple old, poplar boards on the top, pretty thick, 6/4 stuff, and very nice. They got plastic on the ones that are on the table surface to help protect it. You can tell how it all goes together. It's already sitting as pretty flat. I mean, I don't know that we won't weld it right there like that. That's sort of the way I was gonna, getting the clamps in here, because you want these dividers pulled down against here as tight as you can get them. So I was thinking anyway about probably, this table is really flat. On the edges it rolls a little bit because it's 1/8 inch, but the main part of the table is really flat. And if we can't get it drawn up with this one, we'll take it to the back. I have a 6 by 12 table back there that's perfectly flat too. I use it to build cabinets on, because you don't want to build cabinets, and if you build them on a table that's got a little swag in it, well, your cabinets are going to come out with a swag in it. So, but we may just do it right up here. I planned on putting 2x4s underneath it and putting a 2x4 up on here and just using screws to act as clamps. It seems like it'd work to me. I don't know if I have enough clamps to go around. I definitely don't have any to go on the inside. So let's take it all the way apart. I want to see all the pieces, and plus I want to clean them up really good, wipe them down with acetone, and just get them good and ready for welding. I don't know if Mike wants to, if he wants to MIG it or if he wants to TIG it. So, I think I want to TIG it if I can. It's practice for me if he doesn't want to do it, but I'm pretty sure he's going to want to do it. So let me get a 25 tip and a gun, and we'll pull them screws out. 8 screws for that. As my mic pack falls off. All right, so, they got it lagged too. Definitely didn't want it to come apart during shipping. I'll tell you what though, it is really, really put together. All right, let's take it completely apart. 1/2 inch, let me get a 1/2 inch, be right back. I'm telling you, if you don't have one of these DeWalt driver drills, get you one. Or, if you're a red fan, you get a red one. I'm a DeWalt guy, so I've always had DeWalts. But then, go to your favorite parts warehouse and get these sticks. And just keep a whole set ready to go. I have them in I'm sure you've seen it beside, if you've watched any of my past videos, behind the lathe, I have, there's got to be 50 tools in there that's got sticks on them. And I buy the sticks from my favorite place when we go on vacation in Tennessee. We go up there twice a year near Pigeon Forge, and there's just a tool outlet store, and I go in there every year, and I just pick up all kinds of bits and those sticks mainly. So, But anyway, it's just super handy. You don't have to dig for anything else. Put it on a stick, be done with it. Great little tool. So we're going to have to clean all this stuff up anyway. So we're going to take it all apart. So, man, really nice laser cut here. That's pretty impressive. It's pretty oily and it's got scale on it. So we might try that bristle brush out. It probably, well, maybe not. You know, he did say the edges would tear it up. We might do it on the tabletop, but I like it. Looks good. Let's take it all the way apart though. Because we're definitely going to wipe all this stuff down and then clean it up and wipe it down again. So, get my calipers out here. All of the support pieces are 3/16. So, yeah. And then the top is it 1/4 inch? No, 3/16 also. So, but still, I mean, nice. I really, really like it. Really like it. So, we need to get all this stuff cleaned up. All these little parts and pieces. Let me get over here. So we want to get these parts and pieces cleaned up. But man, you know, they did a great job. I'm used to plasma cut parts, and it does good, but man, this laser is something else. I mean, it has a little burr on it, but nothing major. Nothing major, but still we want to get, you know, down to clean, bright, shiny metal. So we'll clean all this up. It's got dirt and debris and stuff like that on it. So typical metal shop stuff. All right, we have all the pieces prepped and cleaned. I'll take a little bit of inside shot here where you can see it in the video. I did switch over, like I said, to my DeWalt, just quicker. So anyway, we'll go ahead and start putting this together. I tell you what, it fits together good now. So we'll see what we got to do to get this thing totally flat. I like that for the middle piece. I've never done any of these before. You know, you see it on other YouTube other people's YouTube channel, and you see it just flop together. I shouldn't say flop together. It goes together very easily, and it makes you wonder. But man, this thing just falling together. You kidding me? That it? I'll take a dead blow around it. Of course, I don't think it needs it. I don't believe that. That is crazy. That is crazy. So I probably have enough clamps to go around the outside. So my plans are, I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave these 2x or whatever they are, this packing boards underneath it, and then go ahead and clamp the outside. And then if it needs it in the middle of it, we'll run a board down the inside of it, and then we'll just cut some shorter blocks in between and use long screws to screw it down. And I know that'll pull it down. So let me go gather all the clamps, and then we'll come back. We'll see how we did. But that's the gist of it. You know, just clamp it all the way around. I have some inexpensive ones I'm going to modify for this table from Harbor Freight, and then of course I have some, you know, the vice grip type clamps. So we'll gather all them and we'll put them around, and then we'll bring you back. All right, for the center section, I just went back to the wood shop. Most of y'all know that's what followed me, that I have a wood shop in the back also. So I just went and found some 2x4s laying in the scrap pile. Like I said, you know, nothing's ever scrap until it gets burned up in the wood stove. So shouldn't say scrap, but we're going to put these under here, one under here, and one on top, and that should still leave enough room on one side to get tacks in. So I'll probably put it kind of off to the side just like that and run some screws down in there. I still think we'll be able to get all that tacked. So if not, we'll redo it. But let me get that attached and then I'll bring you back. All right. Well, that worked out really well. Looks like it's good and tight everywhere. I'm going to get a flashlight and go around some of these areas and double check it. I'll bring you back just to see, you know, how it turns out. You know, I'm grab my iPhone right quick and we'll take some video. I'm going to shine a light behind it just to let you see how that looks. I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe you can see it on that camera. I might have to zoom in with that one. But man. I don't see anywhere other than, you know, right where the, you know, the gap where the tabs are at. It's the only place I see light. Man, we're off of work this week. I'd love to be able to put this on the CMM table after we get it put together and just do a surface profile patch scan, you know, hit the probe every centimeter throughout the whole side of it and see what the flatness really is on it. That'd be something to check. That might be a later video. Have to see if I can get it into work. Yeah. All right, welcome back. I've got it all clamped up, cleaned up, and Mike approves of the clamp job. Looks so good. I think we're ready to start welding, and Mike's going to do the honors. So he's been, like I said, out of commission for a while. So the coronavirus and a little surgery will knock you down. So I got my little GoPro clone here, and we're going to try and get some shots of him welding it. So let's get started. Be right back. So what we decided to do was Mike just went around, everything was clamped and nice and tight, and we decided to just go ahead and tack everything off while it was clamped, and then once it's all clamped to Mike's satisfaction, we'll go back and finish weld some stuff. We'll try to get some video of him laying in some nice beads. He's really good at it. Put the pressure on you now.
What's that?
Laying beads.
Oh, laying beads.
This might be a little bit slower TIG welding than MIG welding, but you know, going to be awful good looking welds when it's done. So we'll do all that and we'll bring you back.
Definitely a little quicker.
Well, there it is. It's all welded together. Mike did a marvelous job TIG welding the thing together. And I think we're going to call it quits there. And the next video, we'll put the legs on it. We're going to make some adjustable legs so we can figure out the height, because if we want it at a desk height, we'll use the desk chair. If we want to stand up, we'll be able to raise it like this. And we have the gantry crane. I was gonna make some fancy mechanism and all that, but the heck with that. If we want to lift it up, we just use the crane. That's what they're built for. Anyway, till next time, see ya.